Febreze plugins, baby lotion, hand sanitizers, sunscreen, laundry detergent, arm deodorant. If you're using these, you are slowly killing you and your family.
Do you guys know what the most toxic thing is in your home environment? All right, I'll tell you what it is. It's fragrance. Did you know that? Isn't that crazy? So anything that smells like apple summer rain, or fresh flowers from the garden, or lavender mist, those are all made with toxic chemicals. And what a lot of these companies do is they disclose certain ingredients that are pretty neutral, but then they hide all these toxic chemicals under the fragrance. And it's called, their own original IP. It's like their secret sauce, so they don't have to disclose it. So we then are putting it on our skin, we're inhaling it, and they're known carcinogens. I mean, they are hormonal disruptors.
What's up, everybody? It's Manny Brandon from Manny's Fitness Fortress, the Citadel of Power. Today, we're going to get into what Jessica Alba was just giving an outline on. Guys, there are so many toxic ingredients in our consumer products that they purposely put in there to kill us, to degrade our health so we can't come back, and they put it in everything. We're going to go over why some of the things that you think are healthy are not. All that coming up right now. Are you ready? Guys, thanks for joining me. I really appreciate you guys on this channel. We go over health, fitness, nutrition, training, mental health, and sports. For all you guys new to the channel, also follow me on Facebook and at Manny Brandon, and on Instagram as Manny Fitness Fortress, just like on YouTube as well as TikTok. All right, we're going to get into a lot of toxins that are in our environment, and a lot of women, mothers, who usually do most of the cleaning and health care or home care for the family. They're victims to many toxins that are put in many of our consumer products. And these idiots out here, they're just caring about the dollar. The end and the means do not justify. They only care about the dollar. The bottom line is their dollar. So you got soaps, you got fragrances, you got perfumes, hand sanitizers, guys, are some of the biggest things. Hand sanitizers, the post-pandemic go-to during it. Hand sanitizers is a bull crap product. It does not kill germs, all right? It does not prevent you from getting a cold. What it does do is cause hormonal disruption in your body, all right? It also exacerbates conditions that degrade your eyes, your eye health, your lung capacity, and your skin irritation. It increases skin irritation. Hand sanitizers do not kill germs. Hot water and lemon do, okay? That's what your grandmothers used to use. So first thing we're going to get into are some of the most toxic, one of the most toxic consumer products on the market, air fresheners, namely Febreze plugins, all right? Now there's so many toxins to name, guys. I have a pretty good memory, but I'm just going to read off some of the things you need to be aware of. All right, why are Febreze plugins air effects poisonous to you? For one, they contain over 87 chemical compounds, all right, including BHTs, which is a neurotoxin that irritates the skin, the eyes, and the lungs, all right? Number two, acetaldehyde, a known carcinogen that irritates lungs, eyes, skin, and is toxic to reproduction and development. That's right, toxic to reproduction and development. Childbirth abnormalities and defects, yes, they don't care about you. That's why they don't tell you that these things contain these products, these harmful ingredients, because there was always an agenda even before the pandemic to degrade human life. I'm so sick of this crap. I'm sick of us being lied to, and treated like, the modern day, in 2024, the modern day working man and woman, lower class, Middle class are still slaves to this kind of crap. You got to release yourself from the matrix, this chemical matrix. All right. Number 3 is denatured alcohol. Alcohol denatured is linked to cancer, reproductive toxicity, and organ system toxicity. All right. All these things I just mentioned, all these detrimental side effects and ailing conditions and poisonous outcomes are in your soaps, your freaking laundry detergents, your sunscreens, air fresheners, all this stuff, all right? You guys got to be very intentional how you shop and read the ingredient labels and do research on the companies that produce these chemical compounds and the companies that produce these consumer products, all right? Now, fragrance consumer products, air fresheners, cleaning products, soaps, hand sanitizers, it's the biggest myth out there, laundry detergents, perfumes. Everybody wants to smell good, all right? But they are toxic. You'd be better off and better served by using plant oils and scented oils, natural. A lot of health and beauty centers sell this, African shops. Body oils, scented body oils, not perfumes, not colognes. They're all fragrance, they're all toxic, they all cause cancer, they all cause hormone disruption and lymphatic conditions where you can get, that's where a lot of these things come from, you guys. Cancer of the lymphatic system, pancreatic cancer, all these things are absorbed in our body through our skin and our nasal passage. You're ingesting them, you're absorbing them through your skin, and you're inhaling them. Most of these are inhalants, all right? This is a big one for you ladies. Nail polish remover and nail polish. The conventional nail polish and nail polish removers, all right, have a chemical among many others that is related to turpentine, similar to turpentine. Paint thinner. Yes, that's why when you walk into these places where you get your nails and your feet done, pedicures, whatever, they have masks going in there. And even that does not stop the infusion of those toxic fumes from entering your body. So you have the hosts and the people that are running these places and they're doing, these services, they're wearing masks, but even they're getting contaminated. So imagine the amount of toxics and inhalants that you're absorbing with no mask as you're sitting there as a patron. All right, guys, we got to open our eyes. Just because something seems like a convenience, just because it seems like it's new and fresh and exciting and makes your work convenient and life at home easier, doesn't mean it's healthy. And that's the thing. That's how they've attacked us, through convenience. All these things, all these chemicals, these consumer products have alternative and healthy versions. Health food store has a lot of them. You can actually do all your shopping there. The health food store doesn't just have foods. They have natural air fresheners, natural skin lotions that are made from plant and fruit, derivatives, herbal derivatives that work better than these toxic, versions. So sunscreen, that's a big one. Everybody wants to go out in the sun and get, bask in the sunlight during the summer, get a nice tan. And it's been a big lie out there. The sun does not cause skin cancer. If you use it right. Now, fair skinned people need to move and not stay stagnant in the sun and let it beat on one position of the body for extended hours. Darker skinned people, just like anybody else, if you walk, it hits you from all around your body. You need the vitamin D. Your sun creates and empowers a powerful hormone in your body. Vitamin D is a hormone, actually. Even Caucasian people need vitamin D. Even Caucasian people need sun. It's a lie that it causes skin cancer. That comes from something totally different. And if you walk in the sun, your body is absorbed, your body is exposed to the sun from all angles at the same time, rather than what you don't want to do is just lay on a lawn chair, and sunbathe on your back in 100-degree weather for 5 hours. Okay, that's how you can get sunburned. But that being said, conventional sunscreen is toxic. So when you spray this cream on your skin, all right, the ultraviolet rays that are coming down get absorbed by the sunscreen and it stays trapped between your skin and the cream, the solution. So it toxifies your skin, and then after that, it gets absorbed in your body. These sunscreens have perfumes, have fragrances, just like soaps, just like perfumes. They toxify your body. Sunscreen is not healthy. All right, I gotta put that here, especially for all my Italian, Irish, Caucasian ladies. You guys like to sunbathe more than anybody else. Do not use conventional sunscreen. Go to your health food store or order organic-based sunscreen. They are out there. All right. Arm deodorant. There are some popular name brands that actually make some without the titanium dioxide in them. Arm & Hammer has a pretty healthy version. Or you can just go to the health food store and get some natural, arm deodorant that's actually made predominantly from baking soda, and lemon, and some other natural, contents. But baby lotion, this is one of the other. Forget about Talcum's baby powder. Everybody knows about those lawsuits. But baby lotion, if you care about your child, your infant, do not use baby lotion on them. Go to the health food store and get an alternative. Get a healthy version. A lot of these things are so commonplace that we don't even think twice about it. We just grab and buy it, all right? And the way to tell if something does have a fragrance, guys, is if you walk down the grocery store, in the laundry detergent aisle, everybody knows this. Before you even turn into the aisle, you can smell the laundry detergent coming through the plastic containers. It's penetrating the plastic. You can smell the laundry detergents as you walk down the laundry detergent aisle. If you can do that, what the hell do you think is a potential danger by having that stuff on your clothes? It stays embedded in there even after washing, rinsing, and drying. So there are alternatives. You have Arm & Hammer baking soda. You have 7th generation that makes an even cleaner version without toxins. And there's a few others. They're right there on the shelf. They sell about 3 to 4, maybe 5 different alternative laundry detergents, and they wash well. They're not degraded, and every grocery store has them. They're about $12 to $20 per bottle, and that's what most people complain about. That the price is up there. But what would you rather do? Spend $14 for a bottle of laundry detergent that's pure, that's clean, that's natural, or spend $20,000 on chemo, on your medical bills because you've acquired lymphatic cancer. That's the decision you have to make for you mothers. That's the decision you have to make, women, wives, and people that's caring for your family. You got to decide what's important to you. You either spend a little bit more money now, okay, or a lot more money later. A lot more. And have a lower quality of life. In your middle-aged years and your elder and golden years, you're supposed to be enjoying life. Okay, not being traumatized by a myriad of ailments and sicknesses that could have been prevented, because 90% of sickness and disease is due to lifestyle. That's why in the 70s and 80s we didn't have all these diseases, because they've incorporated more and more toxins in our food and our consumer products. They've incorporated more and more toxins in our foods and our consumer products. And I'm gonna say it, and I'm gonna keep shouting from the rooftops to all my people here that they don't care about us. They're demonic. They want to put more stuff in our you don't never see this on the news. You never see Americans do not buy Tide, All, Cheer, all these detergents. Go buy 7th generation. You don't see that kind of stuff on the news. That's why we come to a point where outside of the weather, when you're watching anything on the news, you're basically watching lies. If the news says it, just flip it on its head, reverse it, and then you've got the truth. It's crazy out here today. All right, guys, I just wanted to elaborate. I'm gonna read a little bit something from an article, so maybe you guys can really resonate with what I'm saying. This is not coming from me, this is facts. All right, I'm gonna read this real quick, just bear with me. One of the many primary concerns healthcare experts have about plug-in air fresheners is the widespread use of phthalates. According to a study conducted by the Natural Resource Defense Council, ENRDC, 86% of all air fresheners tested contain phthalates. Now, phthalates are also found in many plastics, aerosol sprays, paints, pesticides, cosmetics, and fragrances. As the NRDC reported in their research, most phthalates are well known to interfere with production of the male hormone testosterone that have been associated with reproductive abnormalities. Phthalates are on the state of California's list of toxic substances known to cause birth defects or reproductive harm. The NRDC also warns that airborne phthalates can cause allergic symptoms and asthma. All these items I just mentioned, in this first paragraph, guys, most Americans have been using for decades and use every day, multiple times a day. There's many people that have asthma that don't need it. If you remove these substances from your house, you can be cured of a lot of asthmatic conditions. That's right. Due to the above findings and similar corroborative studies, the Consumer Product Safety Commission has issued a general warning about the high phthalate levels present in air fresheners. You should also keep in mind that many additional potential risks of phthalates, although liver and kidney toxicity and cancer are still being explored, preliminary animal studies suggest that these adverse conditions are also a genuine and worrying possibility in humans. Now, they have to say this because they still want people to buy their products, but that's not a possibility. It has damaged humans for years. The UK's Public Health Centre for Radiation, Chemical and Environmental Hazards has revealed that air fresheners typically contain another toxic compound that absolutely is formaldehyde. Formaldehyde is a well-known human carcinogen that has been definitively linked to cancers of the nose and throat. It is also known to cause ongoing irritation of the throat and airways, potentially leading to dangerous infections, frequent nosebleeds, asthma. They actually have that highlighted, asthma, and other respiratory ailments, says the U.S. government's National Toxicology Program. These risks are particularly elevated in the elderly, infants, and people with compromised immune systems. In fact, a 2013 study of more than 2,000 pregnant women reported in the International Journal of Public Health found that women who used plug-in air fresheners during gestation were statistically far more likely to have babies that suffer from serious lung infections. It's crazy. They don't care about us. Compounding the risk posed by formaldehyde, most major brands of plug-in air fresheners contain a chemical known as naphthalene. Naphthalene has been shown to cause tissue damage and cancer in the lungs of rodents in laboratory studies. It's plausible to assume that it causes similar effects in humans. As if all the above evidence was not damning enough, plug-in air fresheners have been revealed to contain volatile organic compounds as well. VOCs are compounds with a low boiling point that form gas or vapor at room temperature. They make them an excellent scent dispersal agent. Unfortunately, they have too been linked to an increased risk of asthma, particularly in children. And see, guys, Febreze plugins have been around for years, decades. That's why you say, oh, my kid has asthma, I'm born with asthma. Kids aren't born with asthma. Kids are not born with asthma, okay? This is the culprit. These are the culprits. All right, there was no such thing as children with certain disabilities and diseases that they have today. All right, autism did not exist in the 70s and 80s. The more of these medical medicines that they put on these commercials, the more you see, the more they're making, vaccines for them. Autism comes from that, comes from injections, decades. That's why these are new diseases, some of these things, decades. You can do the research on non-biased sources like DuckDuckGo. Don't go to Google, go to Donald Duck, DuckDuckGo, and type in and get your research from there. An authentic, real source, transparent, truthful source, DuckDuckGo. This is crazy. Compounding the risk posed by formaldehyde, most brands of plug-in air fresheners contain a chemical known as naphthalene. They are also shown that it can cause tissue damage and cancer in the lungs of rodents in laboratory studies. I'm just going to repeat this. It's plausible to assume that it causes similar effects in humans. And since most rodents and things are mostly outside, they come in our house every now and then, we're inside a contained environment breathing this stuff, okay? Febreze plugins, you got them in your living room, your bedroom, your bathroom, they smell good. That's contained. It's not even outside in fresh air. So it's even amplified. The cancerous effect is even amplified. This is crazy. So I went through a list of the most toxic things you guys have to swap out, okay? Actually, everything. But just at the top of my head, we repeat, Dove soap is cancerous, it's toxic. Get organic soap, okay? Get organic arm deodorant, get organic detergent, dish detergent and laundry detergent, get organic. You got your sunscreen, your baby oils, body lotions and creams. You can get all those at the health food store. Get organic, okay? And stop trying to make your house smell good with chemicals. Just go get plants like our grandmas used to do and hang them up. All right, go get plants. That's it. Plants, flowered plants. You know, they try to kill us through convenience. Oh, this is really convenient. All you gotta do is grab this and plug it in. They put a little bit of synthetic, vanilla scent, lemon scent. That's all toxic. All right, guys. Look, I just had this little rant, but I love Jessica Alba. I'm so glad that she started the Honest company, and she's coming out, against these demons and being an advocate for things that's right. The people that speak against things that are damned, those are the ones that get their contracts cut and their movie roles taken because, we're living in a world where we need more truth sayers, all right? And they're trying to destroy masculinity, trying to hush up people that are telling the truth and trying to push their own toxic, evil agendas. And we're not having it over here at Manny's Fitness Fortress. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Boom! Are you ready?